Well, today is the official start of hurricane season, and while our state hasn't seen any major threats recently, over the last 50 years, we've suffered the most. Since Hurricane Carla in 1961, we've had 20 federal disaster declarations, 14 for hurricanes, 6 for tropical storms. That's the most in the country. And today, Governor Perry and several state agencies demonstrated how they're getting ready for hurricane season. KXAN's David Scott was there. He has more. David.
Hi, Leslie. Who wants to talk about hurricanes on a beautiful day like this? But we know they're coming. On average, every year, 4 to 8 hurricanes develop in the Gulf. So today, the state was showing off its emergency response resources, and the governor came by for an inspection.
We had those in San Antonio.
The equipment is impressive. Watercraft, aircraft, all manner of emergency land vehicles, hazmat, mobile medical units. Governor Perry checked it all out and got an eyeful.
We prepare for the worst, and we hope and pray for the best. That's always been the way we do business, and it served us well over the course of the years.
Responders are prepared to rush from one end of the state to the other because all of Texas can be vulnerable.
It's not just the coastal communities we need to worry about. And no part of our state turns its back on Texans in need.
The past decade alone, Texas has received $7.5 billion in federal disaster aid, most of any state. Responders say they're ready. TxDOT will keep an eye out for emergency evacuations.
We're working on evacuation lanes. We have already had one exercise with contraflow, and we've actually manned every exit on-ramp.
You don't know which areas will be hardest hit or how chaotic conditions could create their own dangers. SWAT teams are ready to respond anywhere.
You don't have electricity, power's out, sewage, a lot of the necessities of just daily life is at a loss.
Wildfires were the problem last year. The past 2 years, Texas has not had a FEMA disaster declaration for hurricanes or storms. The governor is cautiously optimistic we can make it 3 years in a row.
We're blessed to be coming off a relatively quiet hurricane season, and the projections are that this is going to be an average season. But the fact is, it's not if we're ever going to have another hurricane, it's going to be when we're going to have that hurricane.
Well, ultimately, they say you are the best factor for your own safety. Keep an eye on the developing weather that may be coming your way. Have an emergency kit ready with food, water, radio, batteries. Also have an evacuation plan in mind, and also try to find a way to remain connected with your loved ones. Now, that's where this wristband comes in, and I'll tell you all about that, all new at 6. David Scott, KXAN News.